Hello, my name is Brighton, your English teacher, and today we are going to learn about personal pronouns. But if you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, now we shall start by the definition of a pronoun. What is a pronoun, by the way? A pronoun is a word that stands in place of a noun. So the word pronoun consists of the following: the word, this prefix pro, and the word noun. A noun is any word that mentions a place or names a place, a person, a situation, etc. So it is a naming word. So here in this combination, we have the prefix pro and the word noun. So a prefix pro means agreeing with, or it can mean substituting for, or substituting something. So it means that the word that comes here will agree with the noun or will replace or substitute a noun. That is the meaning. So any word that substitutes a noun or that takes a place of a noun is what we call a pronoun. For example, he instead of John. Instead of mentioning the name John, we decide to remove it and replace it by the word he. So a word that agrees with John is he. A word that substitutes John is he. A word that replaces John is he. Are we together? Okay, now we can see the basic personal pronouns. They are of three categories. We have first person, second, this is person, okay? Second person, person. We have third person. We have first person, second person, and third person. The first person is the speaker, the one speaking. If you're speaking, then you are in this. You are the first person. You use the first person pronouns if you're a speaker. The second person is the one a speaker is addressing. For example, you. For example, in this context, okay, I am in this category. I'm addressing you. I'm teaching you. So you are in this second person. Okay. This third person is all about other people who are not around here. If we're talking about people who are not in this environment. So we have singular, plural. First person singular is I. I am teaching English. Its plural form is we. We are teaching English or we are learning English. We are in class. Okay, second person, you. Singular, you. Plural, the same, you in English. So in English, this share the same form. You singular, you plural. So here we have third person. We are talking about a person who is not around here. This is what gossip people are good at. They always talk about people who are not around. I was just kidding, okay? I was just kidding. But that is a fact, okay? So we're talking about people who are not around in the same environment here. So he, she, it, singular. He represents a male person. She represents a female person, female gender. Male gender, female gender. Okay? It, things, situations, etc. Their plural form is they. John and Joshua are going to school. You can say they are going to school. Ashura and Dana are going to school. You can say they are going to school. A dog and a cow are playing. Have you ever seen them? So if they are playing or are eating or are doing any other stuff, then we say they are doing this and this. They are eating, they are playing, and so on. So these are the basic personal pronouns. Basic personal pronouns. Now, from this, we can get other pronouns here, other types of pronouns, or sometimes they can be the forms of these pronouns. They can change into other forms. These ones can change into other faces or other forms of pronouns. Okay, we can get subject pronouns, which are these ones. These ones here stand as subjects of the sentence. Do you understand? So we use this as subject of the sentence. You can say they are going to school, for example. They are going to school. So these ones, this is the subject, the doer of the action. These are going to school. Maybe they are students. Maybe they are teachers. So they are going to school. So subject pronouns are these ones, these basic ones. They are the ones which are used as subjects of the sentences. So from these two, we can get object pronouns, or they can transform to objects. These ones can transform to objects. When they transform, they get another structure. For example, he turns into him. She turns to her. For example, you can say, I love her. This is the basic one. This is the subject, but this one here is the object. This one here is the object. I love her. So the object is someone or something that is affected by the I love her. No, I love her. Okay? I love her. So it is I love her, which is affected by this verb. So the verb affects her. So I, the one who is doing the action, love this girl. I love her. So this one here, this she has turned into her. So here we have possessive adjectives. They can turn into possessive adjectives too. These ones here. You can say, for example, these are like my possessive adjectives. My book. So if you see my, this one represents this. I, it represents me. Okay, so my book, our school, it's people. I mean, maybe a country. Its people are very bright. Okay, we have these are called possessive adjectives, but they are pronoun in nature. Now we have possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns like his, has, it's, mine. Okay, mine. This book is mine. This school is ours. This ours means we possess the school. Possessive pronouns. They are pronouns, but the basic form is from here. For example, the basic form of ours is this here. We. Okay. The basic form of mine is here. I. The basic form of it is here. It, from this subject. And the basic form of mine is here, from the first person singular. Okay? Here we have a reflexive pronouns like himself, herself, itself, myself, ourselves. For example, you say himself. Himself originates from here. You see? That's why I say these are the basic forms, basic personal pronouns. Okay? So they can turn into all of these. Okay. So here we can see we have subject pronouns. The basic pronouns are the subject pronouns. Okay. We have object pronouns. They can turn into possessive adjectives. They are pronouns too. Okay. Possessive pronouns themselves like has, its, mine. So don't confuse things. A possessive pronoun is very different from a possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, possessive adjectives are very different. Two different terms. Adjectives, adjectives. Okay, they are two different things. Here, an example is okay. For example, here you can say this book is my is mine. This book is mine. This word mine is what we refer to as a possessive pronoun. But here, we can just talk about the same book, okay? My book is beautiful. My book is beautiful. For example, here, you see, this my has to be followed by a noun. But what does it represent now? It represents this, that the book is mine. My book is beautiful. So that's why we say, for example, in this sentence, if you are just required to show the subject, this can't be the subject, but this one is the subject. My book. We say it's an adjective, possessive adjective because an adjective is a word that expresses or gives more information about a noun. You see, it gives more information about a noun. So it is describing this noun that this book belongs to me. That's what. So this one cannot be used without a noun. This my cannot be used without a noun. Let me show you something here. I will give you a brief summary, a very brief summary here as follows. Okay, as I told you, we have basic pronouns, basic personal pronouns, which are the subjects of the sentences, and they take this place. Subject pronouns. We have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. These are the ones which occurs at the subject place. I go to school. Always. That is an example. Subject pronouns. We have object pronouns. So this one turns into this. I turns into me. Okay? You turns into you. This is you singular. He turns into him. She turns into her. It turns into it. We turns into us. You turns into you. They turns into them. You see, these are the object of the sentence. This is a subject, okay? These are examples, okay? Let us see the object of the sentence. We can choose one of these. Let us use this we. Okay? From this we can get our teachers love us. So, us is the object of the sentence. Us represents we. Let us come to this. From these basic personal pronouns, we can get their corresponding possessive adjectives. Okay? For example, the possessive adjective for I is mine. I, mine. Okay, my book. Okay, you is your. This is you singular. He is his. She is her book, her pen. It is its. We uh, is our. The possessive adjective of we is our. For example, you can say our home, our teachers, like this one here, our school. You plural is your, the same thing, okay? And they is their. For example, let us just choose one here. Our, we have already used our. Let's come here, they. Their school, their school is very far from their homes. One. So this one here and this one are the possessive adjectives for the subject they. You understand? This they is a possessive adjective for they. Are we together? So here you can just learn something that. So why do we call them possessive adjectives? It's because they are adjectives in nature. When you mention them, you have to accompany them with a noun. They have to go together with a noun. That's why you say they are school, they are homes. You see, they are possessive adjectives. So they are adjectives in nature. That's why we call them adjectives, because once they appear in a sentence, they have to go together with a noun. They have to describe a noun. Our school, our teachers, their homes. Are we together now? I think you understand what I'm saying. Okay, now let us shift to this. Okay, the same thing will happen to all of these ones here. You can say its tail is too short, its environment is too dirty. Understood? You can use our school. You can say your home. Your home can change to your school is very far from your home. Okay, your school is too far, is very far, is too far. It's okay. You can say it's too far, it's very far from your homes. Okay, then we can shift to this possessive pronouns. The possessive pronoun for I is mine. This book is mine. The possessive form for you, singular, is yours. This house is yours. This home is yours. This mother is yours. The possessive pronoun for he is his. This pen is his. It belongs to him. And the possessive pronoun for we is ours. Okay, this family is ours. This is a possessive pronoun for we. Okay, you plural, same thing. This house is yours. Okay, so the possessive pronoun for you is yours. This house or this family is yours. The possessive form or the possessive pronoun for they is theirs. This house is theirs. This is a possessive pronoun for they. Theirs. This is the final one. Let us discuss about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are like myself, yourself, yourselves, itself. So selves are the reflexive pronouns. For example, and I say that, oh, this originate from the subject pronouns. Or all these originate from the basic personal pronouns. Okay, we say now here we can say a reflexive pronoun for the subject I is myself. You see, you can say I love myself. I love myself. This one represents this. Represents uh, the first person singular. Or you can just say, you can use you, singular. You, singular. You have, maybe, this is a sentence. Or you should train yourself to be patient. You should train yourself to be patient. Train yourself to be patient. So yourself here, this is a reflexive pronoun for you singular. But here is where you can get now a difference between second person singular and second person plural. Here you can see it, but in other areas you cannot see it. For example, here you can say this is singular, okay? But for the plural, you can say you should train yourselves to be patient. This is an example. You see, this is a reflexive pronoun for you plural. Yourselves, you plural. Yourself, you singular. Let us finish by using this they, okay? Themselves is a reflexive pronoun for they, okay? You can say, they told themselves they had to finish it. They told themselves they had to finish it. In summary, we can just conclude by saying that we have the personal pronouns are of three categories. We have first person, we have second person, we have third person, or we have the basic personal pronouns, which are the subjects of the sentences. They can act as subjects of the sentences, but they have to represent the nouns. Okay, are we together? Okay, from that point of view, we can see that from these basic personal pronouns, we can get other pronouns like subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. So these are all these types of pronouns are personal pronouns, and they originate from the basic personal pronouns, which are first person I, singular, we, plural. Second person you, plural. This is you singular, you plural. Third person pronouns like he, or she, or it, singular and plural. Plural form of this is they. So from these basic personal pronouns we can get, where we can get all these other kinds of personal pronouns, which are these subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive adjectives, possessive pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. So saying, can I call it a day? Do you allow me to do that? Okay, thank you. Before I forget, uh, I have to remind you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe so that we can be a big family. Thank you. Meet you uh, next period. My name is Brighton. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. See you next lesson.